Pop the kettle and get cozy. I have some relaxing summer crafts for you today, and I'm going to be playing with lavender. So come shop with me to get some fresh lavender. So this was a hidden gem of a place. I actually stumbled across it on Instagram. So if you type fragrances of Ireland into Google Maps, it's in Wicklow. It's not too far from Bray. It's just off the N11 and it's actually really close to, there's an Avoca right beside it. So for about 6 weeks, I think from the last 2 weeks in June and the month of July, I'm not sure about August, but they do have a weekly lavender harvest sale and it's on a Saturday and a Sunday. Now I did look on their website and it did say that you can place an order for a collection during the week, but I decided to go on the weekend because I wanted to see the pretty displays and the stands that they had, and there was loads of random things, like there was little china teacup sets and everything that you could buy. I popped into the Avoca that's right beside it just because I think it will be a sin not to. They do have a little garden centre in here and it is adorable to look at. Now I will say, if I was looking for, a specific plant or something, I don't think I would drive out all the way just for their garden centre. I think I'd go to like the orchard or out to Tully's, but it was really pretty to look at and I got a coffee and it was just nice to admire all the beautiful displays. Let's make a lavender wreath. So to make one of these, you're going to need a wire frame for the base. You can also use cardboard or straw or anything really for the base. Use what you have. You can pick up these wire frames cheaply enough in most craft shops, and sometimes they'll even come in a pack of 2 or 3. You'll also need some florist wire, some fresh lavender, a sharp scissors and a wire cutter. You can also use dried lavender for this, and you could probably use artificial lavender as well, and feel free to mix some other things in. So eucalyptus could be nice. You could also add moss to the base, so you can get creative and mix a few things in. So gather your lavender and gather your florist wire. So I started by sticking the florist wire onto the frame, and then I took my bunches that are roughly the width of my round frame. I think mine was a 30 centimeter round wreath frame. I then positioned a bunch of lavender onto the frame and I used the wire and I wrapped it around about 2 or 3 times nice and tightly. I then trimmed off the excess stems. You could trim the stems before you stick them on, but I like trimming them after because I could trim them to the shape of the frame. So something that I learned from doing my wreath is, and you'll see at the end, mine is very whimsical and a bit wild looking. Kind of looks like it could have a trim, but I think it would have been better had I have evenly spaced the lavender. So instead of having the lavender bunches kind of at different heights, I think if I took more time to pack the lavender closer together, I would have had a neater frame. So just something to bear in mind when you're doing yours. But yeah, I like the wild look, but I think it might have looked better if it was a bit neater. I'd recommend hanging your lavender wreath inside or in a porch. I think if you put this outside, as it is drying, a lot of the little lavender bits are going to start falling off, and if it's exposed to the wind, I think it's going to get very weathered very quick. So I'm going to keep mine inside. I think I'm going to hang it on the living room door, and the smell is amazing. It's almost like a natural air freshener in the living room. I smell it when I walk past and I'm like, oh my god, it smells delicious. So I want to make a little lavender sachet out of the leftover lavender I have from making the lavender wreath. So all those little bits that came off, you'll saw that I scooped them up and put them in a little pot. So these are going to be super easy to sew. I have some leftover fabric from a dress that I took up, and there's a lovely little embroidery detail on it, and I think these would make adorable fabric sachets, and they'd be really easy to make. I can also use the hem on this, and I'm literally just gonna like, yeah, stitch down, stitch the bottom, and there you have a sachet. But I will show you how to do a hem for anyone who doesn't have fabric that you can cheat with. So yeah, let's make these. I absolutely adore this fabric. So I had to cut my fabric to make sure that I had that lovely piece of embroidery. So I cut 2 pieces of fabric, 10 centimeters by 15 centimeters. And I have a front piece and I have a back piece. I did a hem on the top of each piece of fabric. I folded it over 0.5 centimeter and I pressed it with the yarn. Then I folded it over again by another 0.5 centimeter, pressed it, and then I did straight stitch on the machine, and I did this to both pieces. Like always, feel free to tweak either of my lavender projects to suit yourself. I actually seen someone make, I think it was a florist, and they did a wild Irish heather wreath. So instead of lavender, it was heather, and it was fresh, it wasn't dried. And I was like, oh, I wonder, like, that's gonna dry out really nice. And it was really pretty. So I never really think to do a summer wreath. I always kind of think of wreaths as like maybe a spring one, or obviously Christmas. Well, I suppose autumn as well. Oh, actually, totally random, off topic. I was out getting supplies this morning, and I went into the range in Liffey Valley. And what did they have? Oh my god. They had autumn. Well, they had autumn decor things. They had a really cute Hello Pumpkin cushion. Because my decor, I always think of like autumn decor in the living room, but because I just feel like orange wouldn't go in my living room, but I do appreciate autumn decor and looking at it. So I bought myself some paper, this cute little paper pack. Yeah, so I have noticed the autumn stuff has been sneaking in. It's definitely early, but is it early? I don't think it's ever, oh, look at the little bunny paper. I don't think it's ever too early for autumn decor, to be fair. the Irish weather. You can still see the rain actually on that paper pad because it was lashing rain. I also got this craft kit. I know I have done pumpkin wax melts, but this is pumpkin candle making. I don't know if they're scented, but it was only a couple of euro, and I was like, I'll give that a bash. So I'm gonna resist the urge to make them until maybe the end of August. Yeah, the Irish weather has been so bad, which I feel guilty about complaining about because like Europe and everywhere else is in a heat wave, and Ireland is the opposite. It's like it just keeps raining, but we're like, oh, just you may as well give us autumn. But I know come September, I bet you will get, what's that when you get a sunny September, something heat wave, is it? Indian summer. I bet you that'll happen. But anyway, I hope you got some inspiration from this week. Let me know if you give any of the projects a bash. And also, I forgot to say, there will be no video next week. No Thursday or Sunday video next week because I am taking a week off. Just a little summer holiday. I won't be vlogging, I won't be doing anything. I will be just taking some time off. Normally I try and, if I do take time off, I try to, you know, batch film and stuff. But to be honest, I was up to my tonsil and I didn't get a chance to do that. So I was like, you know what, I'm not going to. That's the one downside when you work for yourself is, yeah, I mean, you don't get holiday pay, so you kind of have to squirrel money away if you want to take a week off. So I would appreciate if you would go back on any older videos. There's been loads of videos this year so far. I think overall there's like 600 videos. So if there's any that you want to rewatch or that you may have missed, head to my page, click videos, and then you'll see the most recent ones. So I will be back just after the August bank holiday weekend. And yeah, I'll see you then. Take care.